When did you realize the father-in-law you completely misjudged was actually quietly saving you? Arthur never liked me. When Paige and I bought our 1970s fixer-upper, he walked through the kitchen, tapped the crumbling drywall, and muttered, "Hope you kept the receipt for the ring." He was a retired union contractor. Rough hands, hard to please. I was a high school history teacher trying to keep up a mortgage on a public school salary. To him, I was just the guy who couldn't swing a hammer. The pressure hit 3 days before our first Thanksgiving hosting the family. The rusted water heater blew, flooding our basement with 2 inches of freezing water. The emergency plumber quoted us $4,200. We had maybe $800 in checking. Paige called her dad in tears. Arthur showed up 30 minutes later in his battered F-150. He didn't look at me, didn't say hello. He just grabbed his heavy steel toolbox and went downstairs. For 2 days he was down there, banging pipes, swearing at the concrete, tracking dust everywhere. Every time I offered help or a coffee, he just waved me off with a grunt. My chest dropped. I knew exactly what he was doing. He was building a bulletproof case for why his daughter married a failure. I couldn't stomach the humiliation. I logged into my teacher's pension portal and requested an emergency withdrawal. The tax penalty was brutal, but I got the advance. I pulled $3,500 in cash, put it in a crisp white envelope, and walked down to the basement. I was going to pay him for the parts and his time before he could hold it over my head at the dinner table. He was packing up his wrenches when I walked down. I held out the envelope, my jaw clenched. Arthur looked at the cash, then pointed a grease-stained finger at the brand-new commercial-grade water heater. Taped to the side of the tank was an invoice from his old supply house. The total was nearly $5,000. Stamped across the front in red ink was "paid in full." Underneath, in his messy, cramped handwriting, it said, "Keep the heat on for my grandson. You're a good dad. Give yourself a break." I put the envelope in my back pocket and handed him the wrench he dropped. We didn't say a word about it upstairs.